website. This is the game company that I'm pimping here. The beauty about this is they actually have a page for their Vassal games. Well, so go to gmtgames.com. Where are you seeing that?
Previous.
Yeah, here we go. Online resources, Vassal modules. There we go. So they have a list of all of their games that they have available, and they do a really good job reporting.
These are all free?
These are all, their license is as follows. In order to legally use these files to play a game online via Vassal, at least one of the players must own a copy of the board game. That's, so the idea is that one of you owns the game, and then you can play them online.
So we can play against you.
So you can play against me or anyone else who happens to have this game. What I use this for a lot is for trying out games. So a lot of publishers will put their rules online. So you have the list of all the rules that you use in order to play the game. You get a copy of the Vassal module, you do a little setup, look at some run-throughs, and other sort of things. Then you get a flavor for the game before you actually drop, $50 to $100 on a board game.
Just to return it.
Just to return it or try and trade it off to someone else. Let's see what this is. Okay, here we go. So, this thing has automatically gone through. I'm going to zoom out here. That's a little representation of what the map is over there that I'm going to be playing on. And I'm going to zoom out and give you a sense of what's going on here. There is a counters tray here as well. No, this is good. This is a production sheet for this particular game. You may think that this game is a lot of accounting, but it really isn't. It's basically...
Come on, it comes with a spreadsheet.
It comes with a spreadsheet. It really does.
Of course there's a lot of accounting.
There's a little bit of accounting. It's a 4X type game, which is a civilization type game where you're trying to grow your economy, build ships, get resources, and then go out and destroy your opponent and grab their stuff.
It's realistic, right?
Exactly. So let me grab the okay. So in this particular scenario, we start off with a home world. I can just drag that over there.
What'd you call it?
A home world.
Home world.
Yeah. And colony ship. Grab a couple of those. I don't remember right now. I think it's 3 of them. And one minor.
This is what Dave can do all day long now.
Exactly.
He's
How come you
retired.
find everything all in one hex?
Because that's where I'm starting off. That's my starting hex.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm supposed to grab 4 shipyards. The problem with the shipyards is that they're kind of a pain in the patookas. They just kind of sit there. So I'm going to drag this over here. Now you'll note on this particular on this particular one here, you have the movement lines. It's really important in these games to know where you moved, and it will show those for you. So let's say I wanted to move the shipyard over to here. It'll trace where I've moved this stuff. I can clear that later on if need be. I know, this is great. Isn't this exciting?
Yeah.
I bet you all are just waiting to go play board
Hey
games.
Craig, if you had minimum wage for all the time you've spent playing games in your life, could you retire right now?
I probably would. If I had all the money that I spent on video games, I probably
You could
would
retire
retire
and play
now.
video games.
Yeah.
I'll stick some of that.
Anyways, so the idea of this game is to go through and explore each of these different systems. So this one, if I send a, I screwed up with that. Anywho, the idea is you get ships, you go through, you explore the area. Let me.
May I have your attention, please? The time is now 8:30, and the library will be closing in 30 minutes at 9 o'clock. Please be advised that the internet will shut down 10 minutes before closing. Thank you.
Wow.
Yeah, they're pretty harsh here.
It's not
But
their
another
fault.
thing is, let's say I have a cat, okay? And she likes to play around on the table, she likes to move things around. And let's say that I want to concentrate on learning a game or something like that. I don't have to worry about her rubbing against the monitor and having things get all kaflooey. And if I want to come back to something, I don't have to worry about leaving it on a table or something like that. I can instead load save games. Let me load my old save game here.
You just got worried about her playing with the mouse.
Well,
Cats like mice.
that's how she works.
Especially when they bite the tail and they take it somewhere.
Yeah. Anyway, while this is working, let me start up another game here. This is this other game, Urban Sprawl. And again, this is all happening inside the laptop. I don't have to worry about setting up boards and all this other kind of crap.
Do all these have, you can play solitaire right on the PC?
You can
or-
play solitaire. You can also play against other people who are online. Let me.
There's called double solitaire I used to play with real
Can
cards.
can you run an ad hoc server? Like if you
There's
just have
a
like,
server that's out there that everything connects to. You need to kind of have a centralized location. I don't know if there's a way to do an ad hoc server on your own or not.
like if you're having a LAN party?
Yeah. No, I think
Without
it was
internet.
all the, there's just the one server that I'm aware of.
That's right. Yeah. What if I don't have internet?
So conquering the universe is not your forte, and you'd rather instead conquer the real estate lands, much like Monopoly. You could play a game of Urban Sprawl. What you do with this, set the planning deck. So, you purchase building permits with action points. I'm gonna do a quick setup here. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna do this here. See if that works. I think this is gonna do the continuation better. So much fun, isn't it? That's a great way to start.
It's a demo. What do you expect?
Yeah, it's a demo, and I didn't practice the demo.
One matter if you did.
Shame on me. Anywho, any questions so far on this? I know it's a little abstract for most folks. I know not a whole lot of you are gamers and whatnot.
Is Monotony available for this?
I don't think so. There are ways of playing Monopoly and other sorts of games like that online. I think Atlantic is one such variant that you can pick up.
So is there more advanced games, say higher graphic content with maybe more movement? You know, I'm saying like StarCraft or something like that, or?
Well, StarCraft isn't a board game. I mean, there is a
Yeah, it's
StarCraft
pretty
board
much
game.
board games.
Yeah, this is pretty much just board games itself. And there's a large community of board gamers out there, maybe not as vocal as the video game folks, but there's a lot more board games that are coming out that are a little more, you know, something like this particular game here, Urban Sprawl. You're trying to maximize the amount of actions that you can do in a particular turn, so that you can build buildings in here. And I wish this would load up. Anywho, there's you have different hands that you have different buildings that you can purchase, and you get points based on where your buildings are located. In the, certain areas are more desirable than other areas. Certain combinations of where you put your buildings are worth more as far as victory points and that. I'm doing a huge disservice to this thing, unfortunately, by trying to explain this. But there's a lot to these particular games. And unfortunately, they're not loaded, so.
Is there a chess?
Is there a chess?
Probably.
Is there a chess? Let me see. I actually don't know offhand. I should have looked this up.
That's like the ultimate board game.
That is.
Oh, there are plenty of board, or chess games.
There's Cheese Chasers.
There's chess and
Chess and
checkers.
checkers.
Chess and checkers.
Cool.
So they're probably like backgammon,
Oh.
basics, right?
It's still in development. There's.
What? Chess is still in development?
It's still in development, yeah, it's still working on it. I think there's a Go
I had somebody started it and just got tired of it.
variation as well.
Is there Scrabble? Words
Is
with
is
friends.
Carcass on there?
Carcassonne?
Yeah.
Yeah, Carcassonne is on there.
Yeah, there it is.
I don't think it's actually, I'm not sure how legally
Hmm.
it is on here
Interesting.
or not.
Maybe buggy.
Yeah. But there's stuff like Carcassonne, and if you ever play Carcassonne, Carcassone's a really fun tiling game.
Yeah, that's building a community and that kind of
Exactly,
thing, yeah.
Exactly. There's stuff like Dominion, that's available on here as
Yeah,
well.
I'm so out of touch with the game.
Me too.
Well, I would think some of these, you know, if you have like that sprawl, it would be like a Sim City, and they'd be stealing or borrowing concepts from the commercial games as well.
Well, these are commercial games. These are games that you can go out and pick up right now. It's the,
Bet you're supposed to.
But
Yeah.
is it like Milton Bradley games, or is it other, more,
they're more independent type designers that are probably gonna be on here.
Vortex
You're gonna
Seven?
find, there are design, board game places like Fantasy Flight Games and that, which is a really big, board game, publisher. They put up some of their modules, but most of the time with their stuff, you have to actually have a copy of the game because they remove some of the text off of the cards, so you can't really do anything with them.
Oh.
Munchkin is not something that you're gonna find on here because Steve Jackson Games does not wanna have Munchkin on there, unfortunately.
well, because they probably think they're gonna launch their own game server,
More than likely,
you know,
I can see them doing
create their own, or
that. Yeah.